In a small, colorful town bathed in the golden light of sunrise, lived a young girl named Luna. She was gentle and shy, with sparkling teal eyes that seemed to hold the world's wonders. Every morning she walked alone to school, clutching her little sketchbook as if it were a treasure. The streets were quiet, soft mist curling around the cobblestones. Luna wished she could be brave like the heroes in her drawings, but the laughter of other children often made her feel invisible. At school, she would sit quietly by the window, sunlight sparkling through the dust in the air. Her classmates laughed and played, their voices filling the room, while Luna quietly kept to herself, her heart pounding. Sometimes, a tear would escape, glimmering in her teal eyes as she tried to hide it from the world. One afternoon, feeling especially weary, Luna wandered into the park near her home. The golden sunlight filtered through the tall oak trees, painting the ground in soft patterns of light and shadow. There, on a wooden bench, she found a small old dog resting peacefully in the warm sun. Luna sat down beside him, clutching her sketchbook to her chest. The dog, a gentle golden retriever named Echo, lifted his head, smiling up at her and letting out a soft, happy pant. For the first time that day, Luna felt a quiet warmth in her heart. Leaves swirled around them in the breeze, golden and orange, dancing like tiny sparks of magic. But the next day, Luna still faced the challenges of school. In the hallway, sunlight streamed across the floor as she walked toward her classroom, her heart heavy with nervousness. Her teacher announced a presentation, and Luna felt her hands tremble, her voice caught in her throat. Standing in front of the class, frozen and silent, she felt the eyes of everyone upon her. A single tear rolled down her cheek as whispers filled the room, and Luna wished she could disappear. Her heart pounded, but she remembered the quiet strength she had felt beside Echo in the park. After school, the rain began to fall, gentle and soft, washing the streets and trees in shimmering droplets. Luna returned to the park, sitting on the wet grass, hugging her knees, feeling small and alone. But Echo trotted over, his eyes warm and gentle, resting his head in her lap and giving her a comforting nudge. The wind swirled around them, lifting golden leaves into the air. Luna closed her eyes and felt a small smile appear on her face. For the first time in a long while, she felt hope, a quiet courage stirring inside her chest. The next morning, Luna sat at her desk in her room, sunlight spilling across her sketches. She picked up her pencil and began to write a small poem, pouring her feelings onto the paper. Her words were simple, but they carried the courage she had discovered in the quiet moments with Echo. She brought the poem to school and pinned it on the classroom board before anyone arrived. When her classmates discovered it, they read her words and smiled, hearts touched by her honesty and gentle spirit. Luna watched quietly from the back of the room, a shy but proud smile forming on her face. As the sun set that day, painting the sky with warm pastel colors, Luna walked through the school gates. She returned to the park, where Echo waited on the familiar wooden bench, his tail wagging softly. Together, they sat under the golden light, the wind brushing her hair, leaves swirling around them like tiny sparks of magic. Luna leaned down, resting her hand gently on Echo's head. A quiet laughter escaped her lips, soft and sweet, as if the world had whispered back to her, "You are brave." In that moment, Luna realized that even the shyest hearts can find their courage, and the smallest voices can be heard. The park was still, bathed in the glow of the setting sun. Luna and Echo sat together, watching the last rays of light, hearts full of hope and gentle magic. And though the world would still be big and sometimes frightening, Luna knew she would face it, one quiet step at a time. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying her laughter and her courage. And in the golden light, Luna's story had just begun.